If its development ideals were aligned with those of the state government, there would be a remarkable difference. Responding, the sole administrator of Greater Port Harcourt City Development Authority, Desmond Akawo, said since the establishment of the agency in 2009 by the Greater Port Harcourt Law, the agency has been slowed down in its mandate of creating more cities because of its operational structure and the nature of the public-private partnership adopted. In another development, ahead of next year's local government election in the state, Chairman of RISIEC, Justice Adolphus Enebele, has assured political parties and their leaders of credible elections. Justice Enebele gave this assurance when the leadership of Inter-Party Advisory Committee IPAC in the state paid him and his team a familiarization visit. He said political parties that indicate interest to participate in next year's election will not be marginalized or denied adequate information.
We in this commission are determined to work in synergy with you. We will provide a level playing field for all to participate and canvass for votes. Be assured of our unwavering commitment to conduct a free, fair, credible, and violence-free local government elections in Rivers. Vigilant, constructive opposition, and that is what will conduce to the dividends of democracy. The opposition is the alternative government. If the government in power, it's not up and doing. We're very happy the government in power. I think they're doing well.
Correspondent Soebi Oruwari reports that the chairman of IPAC in the state, Desmond Akawa, was also the PDP chairman alongside Omiete Eferbo of the APC, addressed newsmen shortly after the meeting. They also expressed their confidence in the current leadership of RISIAC to conduct an acceptable local government election next year.
And from the commitment he has made, one thing he said clearly that for all the political parties, is going to give us level playing field and it's going to be very free and fair to every political party. Particular team of IPAC, we've had one local government election which was considered to be hitch-free. The understanding is the same thing we are transmitting to our members. Politics is not a do or die affair.
Try to open up the forthcoming local government election. More information we'll get when we have our stakeholders meeting. We just started the process. The chairman has told us it's going to be free, fair and acceptable election at the local government level until when the process starts. It's an election for the grassroots. Our people are out there expecting a good one from RISIEC, just for them to be transparent in everything they do.
INEC says it is concerned by the growing level of violence and insecurity in Imo and Kogi states. The INEC National Commissioner and Member Information and Voter Education Committee, Mohammed Aruna, raised the alarm yesterday at a one-day workshop organized for media executives in Owerri, Imo State. He said the situation is capable of scaring potential voters. He said campaigns in Kogi State have been violent and called on politicians and citizens to work towards ensuring free, fair and credible elections. In the meantime, the Nigerian Air Force has bombed camps housing members of the proscribed Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB and its paramilitary wing, Eastern Security Network ESN. Air Force spokesman Gabriel Gapquet, in a statement, said several strikes were carried out on Tuesday at Inewi South Local Government Area of Anambra State and Aku Ihube in the Okigwe Local Government Area of Imo State. He said the operation was possible following collaboration with ground troops and other security agencies that targeted locations believed to house some arms and ammunition of the terrorists. Away from that, Nigerians may have to brace for petrol scarcity and nationwide blackout from next Tuesday as the Nigeria Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers NUPENG and the National Union of Electricity Employees have vowed to join the indefinite strike declared by the NLC and TUC. NUPENG's national president Williams Akborea said the union will implement every instruction issued by the Labour Congress. Also, a former Port Harcourt zonal chairman of NUPENG, Godwill Aruba, said Nigerians must not leave the struggle to liberate the country in the hands of Labour leaders alone.
Labour should also not be left alone in this matter, because sometimes I also hold Nigerians responsible. The way we feel so comfortable about hardship makes me begin to think if we are from a different planet altogether. I mean, we Nigeria. Ordinarily, what is happening in Nigeria cannot happen in other countries. They would have reacted much more seriously than we are doing here. How can anybody be expecting only Labour to be shouting? Labour can only provide leadership. can only provide leadership when a Nigerian that feel the pain, and all of us are really feeling the pain, we have to join it.
Mr. Aruba also called on the federal government to ensure it gives more priority to the informal sector as it plans to increase salaries of civil servants in the country. In the meantime, the TUC says any fresh meeting with the federal government is pointless. Recall that the spokesperson of the Ministry of Labour and Employment, Olajide Oshonu, had assured Nigerians that the ministry will meet with the leadership of the unions before they shut down the economy. But the TUC National Deputy President Tommy Etim said nothing will stop the strike on the 3rd of October. He said the unions have given the government sufficient time to address their demands and workers will not allow themselves to be deceived any longer. In Rivers State, Labour leaders say they have begun plans to comply with the planned nationwide indefinite strike called by the national leadership of the NLC and the TUC. NLC chairman in the state, Alex Agwanwo, spoke to correspondent Suebi Oruwari.
We're already mobilizing because after there was a joint NEC meeting today of NSC TUC where we agreed that the strike will commence on the 3rd of October due to government unwillingness to make any offer on the table. But right now, there's nothing that we put on the table in regards to all our demands. We're meeting on Friday to also deliberate on the resolution of the National Safety Council meeting that I held yesterday, both NSC and TUC, and possibly adopt the resolution and mobilize towards the 3rd of October directive.
Also, the state chairman of TUC, Foster Onyefuru, said all affiliate bodies of the union will fully comply with the directives from the national body.
It's a national directive, and for us in Rivers State, we are part of the NEC of the Labour Centers, TUC and NLC. We've officially received the directive, and we have State Executive Council meeting on Friday. TUC and NLC SEC we meet in Rivers State, but the directive is very clear. So it's expected that all our affiliate unions will withdraw service from 3rd October until federal government hits our demand.
Mr. Onyefuru also explained why some affiliate bodies will be exempted from the indefinite strike.
Yes, when we have a directive for nationwide strike, it's always total. The only thing we normally consider is the emergency services, covers hospitals, because we don't want Nigerians who are sick or not to receive attention in the hospital. So the emergency services, hospital, fire service will always work. But any other services that is not classified as emergency will be impacted, including but not limited to the oil and gas production. That's the national directive. We will comply fully.
Meanwhile, some Port Harcourt residents want organised labour not to back down on its planned industrial action. The respondents also spoke to our correspondent on their plans to ensure that the strike succeeds.
If them go for the country to the good, make them go. If wetin them go do, we make fuel to come down. Things come down, we say make them go ahead and make federal government answer them.
Does anything good come easy? It should be done with immediate effect. Before the government ever think of say, okay, we want to move fuel subsidy, they would have put something in place. They would have repaid the refinery. If the leadership of NSA is not bribed and they go on indefinite strike for a very long time, this will reverse for real.
The strike, as long as it's now for the betterment of people, as in we the citizens, I go like them because I know say the reason why they go strike now to address some things like this fuel now, as it don't high like this now.
Still to come, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike sacks heads of FCTA agencies and companies. Stay tuned. of a perpetual injunction restraining the Minister of Petroleum Resources, NNPC Limited, Nigeria LNG Limited, and the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board from carrying out further works or operations on the site of the NLNG plant in Finima community. The court also ordered NLNG Limited to immediately recognize Finima in the Boni local government area of Rivers State as the host community of NLNG plant and other facilities owned by the company in the community. The court order follows an application brought by Warialabo Inima Dixon Brown, Justice Donatus Okorowo, while delivering judgment, also granted all reliefs sought by the plaintiffs and further directed all defendants to effect a lease agreement between the Finima community and the NLNG and or any other interested or relevant party within 30 days from the date of the judgment. A true certified copy of the judgment obtained by our correspondent showed that the court also directed the Nigeria LNG Limited to accord and award the plaintiffs directly their entitlements, privileges, and benefits that have accrued and are accruable to them as a host community. Elsewhere, the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, has approved the immediate termination of appointments of 21 heads of parastatals, agencies, and government companies of the FCT administration. Mr. Wike, in a statement by his Director of Press, Office of the Minister, Anthony Ogunleye, ordered the affected appointees to hand over the affairs of their offices to the most senior officers in rank. Now to health matters. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, Nigeria, says it has deployed 9.3 million doses of diphtheria vaccines in affected states to support federal government's efforts to curb the spread of the disease. UNICEF's communication assistant Nchekube Nwonsu Igbo, in a statement, said the global agency will need to raise over $3 million until the end of the year to support the Nigeria's efforts to effectively respond to the current diphtheria outbreak. The statement said diphtheria outbreak was the most severe in recent global history and stressed the need for urgent, widespread vaccination. In other news, satellite television DSTV says its subscribers will enjoy 1 year of non-stop premium entertainment, VVIP customer service, a limited edition gold decoder, and exclusive lifestyle benefits when they sign up for the DSTV Prestige. In a statement, the company said it is offering the special package called the DSTV Prestige and turning its focus to the world of luxury, where exclusivity reigns and customers seek more than just products to create unique and exclusive experiences. The statement said subscribers will enjoy exclusive discounts from Swatch, Nike, Eco Hotel, Polo Luxury, MedPlus, Tommy Hilfiger, Adidas, and others. The statement also said that the DSTV Prestige is a true embodiment of exclusivity and special treatment. It urged those interested to visit dstv.com/prestige to sign up.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
Burkina Faso's military junta says a coup attempt was stopped on Tuesday by security and intelligence services. It did not provide specifics on what had happened. The junta, in a statement, said officers and others plotted to destabilize the country with the intention of attacking the institutions of the republic and plunging the country into chaos. The statement did not identify anyone, but said some arrests have been made and searches continued for others. It said investigations will help expose the instigators of the coup plot.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
On the news this morning, you heard that Governor Fubara has promised to decongest Port Harcourt and spread development. RISIEC has assured of conducting credible local government elections next year. NAF airstrikes have destroyed IPOB camps in Imo and Anambra states. The Trade Union Congress says any fresh meeting with the federal government is pointless. The FCT Minister Yeson Wike has sacked 21 heads of FCTA agencies and companies. On the foreign scene, you heard that Burkina Faso's junta said that an attempted coup was stopped by its security agencies. The news was edited by Martha Okere in Kim. Cloudy weather in Port Harcourt this morning. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. Peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. My name is Efemi Andrew. Good morning.
You are tuned in to 99.